Absolutely, yeah. Yeah. What starts off?
Keith, it was a big moment for you when Kuzanov took out Sharda, and maybe it could have been a red card.
That was a few big moments, obviously, but that was probably one of them. Yeah, it was a big moment, wasn't it? 15, 16 minutes into the game. I'm very quick to defend officials, and I genuinely am. I've been drawn into nothing so far in the time I've been in charge, because it's such a difficult job, but it's one I feel that they didn't get right tonight, and the explanation around the touch being too far away from goal doesn't quite sit well with me after watching it back, because he's clean through on goal.
What impact do you feel it had? Because obviously he did start brightly as well.
Yeah, listen, if he goes through, there's an opportunity on goal. It's a red card, obviously. It's a big advantage for us, so we'll never know.
You say you've spoken to the officials and they gave you that.
Yeah, I didn't. One of my coaches did. I don't tend to get too involved in that, to be honest. I just want to focus on the game, and I can't control any of that really. So I try and focus on what I can control. But yeah, that was the explanation.
How do you sum up the performance overall then?
A lot of courage, a lot of conviction and bravery in how we played, because we had to play. Missing some players to the front line. We had a one-day prep really after the Leeds game on Sunday, where changed the system, how we built, how we pressed, testament to the players really, how intelligent they are, how adaptable they are, how game intelligent they are, and versatile they are, and I wanted us to play tonight. We had to play, especially with the personnel that we went with tonight. We picked as competitive as a team as I felt we could. And I felt there was moments where we could have punished City. We just didn't quite take the extra pass. The key moment, the bouncing ball, a couple of offsides, really close, and we restricted them to very little. So I'm very proud of the performance, but unfortunately couldn't quite get what we needed tonight.
And obviously no Igor Thiago or Jordan Henderson in the squad tonight. What's the situation regarding them? How likely are they going to be available for the weekend?
Yeah, they didn't quite make this one, but not far off. So we'll just see how they are tomorrow, and then we'll dust ourselves down, see how everyone else is. Obviously after a tough 90 minutes plus, and we'll focus on Wolves once we debrief this in the morning.
Just check, because obviously we saw the pictures of yourself and Pep at the end. Was everything all right between the two of you?
Yeah, you're the second person to ask me that. Everything's fine.
He might. Seemed a very long handshake.
He might. No, we're staying up to focus on the game. We're not going back down. So yeah, we might grab a coffee at some stage over the next day or two. But yeah, everything's fine as far as I know. Thank you.
Anyone else? We'll leave it there then. Thank you very much.
Amazing. Thank you.
Thank you.
See you. Take care.
How are you?
Okay.
Good afternoon, everyone. I hope you're well, or good evening, I should say. We'll take a show of hands for questions, please. Somewhere to start. We'll go Richard. Richard?
Hiya, Pep. Just in terms of Ryan Cherky, we've seen him create quite a few goals for you recently, but was that an indication of what he can do as a goal scorer as well?
Close to the 80-yard box for the opening. He's an exceptional player, made a fantastic goal. A blind guy, a blind woman can realize it's not necessary to be a journalist or manager to realize that was a fantastic goal. So I saw many times with Phil this type of goal with Kevin before. So I'm happy that opened the game.
Chris?
Another player who scored, Savinho. Obviously, you praised him a couple of weeks ago about his defensive and how he was getting back and listening to you finally. Is that more from what you want to see in attacking front as well, and what he needs to do?
Well, I like Savinho was a deflection goal, so sometimes, but what I like from Savinho is that it always is digging, you know, it's go all the time. The final decision can be better, of course, but always there's reward with this work ethic, and especially he goes all the time. You know, like Jeremy when has the ball, Gavin goes. And last season play a lot of minutes with us. This season, sometimes we don't play with the proper wingers. You know, it's playing different, a little bit, slightly different than last seasons. Maybe play less, but we trust a lot. He's young, can play in right and left side and both sides, and he's a player that is so, you know, so aggressive. And with the time, will improve the final decision. Will become a top class player.
Just check on Oscar Bob, who went off with an injury. Do you know what that is yet?
But after 10-15 minutes, complain about the muscular reason. Apparently, it's a muscular injury in the hamstring, so hopefully it's not big one and come back soon.
Hi, Pep. Clean sheet for James and a solid performance, showcasing what he can do when he does play.
What he can do?
What he can do when he plays.
What a question you make me. So he's a keeper. He's 101. Cannot play left back. James, you know. And the moment you have a keeper, it's Gigios playing in that position. But he's a top keeper. There's no doubt about that. So I'm really pleased he can play 2 more games. Play Champions League. You know. I'm a guy who want to give opportunities in everyone. As Leverkusen, when we played to qualify in the first 8, so look what happened. So I put in him with new 10 players, and because I rely on him. That's why today with James, with Rico, with Kusa, with Nathan, with Divine, you know, and these players that didn't play much recently, they performed really well and all up in attention and playing and aggressive. First half we struggled to be more aggressive in our pressing, was not top because we didn't bring as much players a back 4 in a position more forward. That's why we struggle. But yeah, we have a good result, and we struggled in the first 10-15 minutes to take the game. But after that, with the 2 actions with Savinho and Oscar in behind, we took the game, and especially I'm really pleased for the impact for the guys who came for the bench, because in the second half, Ryan Cherky didn't do again the job he should do defensively, had no energy to do it. Savinho neither, and that's why with the impact from Josko, from Mateus, and especially from Bernardo, help us a lot to increase our rhythm. And of course I didn't want to play Nico Gonzalez, Nico Riley with 90 minutes, but they play a lot of minutes, and we have Saturday a massively important game against West Ham. And same like Phil, I didn't want to play the minutes that they play, but injury for Oscar could happen but yeah, everyone came for the bench, was really good that they went to the team, and we're in semi-final again, so really pleased.
Right, but you said when we were in Madrid that it was a new group and they had to learn to play on these big stages. Obviously, there's lots of players in your squad who have won a lot. There are some players who haven't won anything yet. You're going to have a big semi-final now in January and the possibility of a final. Is that going to help this group possibly with the way the season pans out? It's an early chance to get a trophy under their belt to go on and do bigger and better things.
As much you play important games, decisive games, like finals or important games in Europe, you learn, absolutely. Because, of course, Leverkusen were not ready, but until we scored a goal in Madrid, we were not ready too. For the players played regularly, so it's not a problem with that player or that player. It's a question of everyone to to understand. And today we look, but everyone was trying. Everyone was trying. Savinho goes and Oscar goes and Rico wins the ball and everyone wins the ball. And after making mistakes against team like it's man marking, like it's not easy to play. And we struggle in certain moments to that, but who is not struggling with Brentford, right? So it's difficult, tough, but we didn't concede much chances against, and we controlled the game without a false nine, without proper striker. First Ryan, after Phil, after Tijani, to try to make a lot of passes, a lot of runners from behind, and they read really well, and we deserve, be in semi-final.
Pep, you said that the West Ham game will be the priority. You made 7 changes.
Yeah.
How important is it then
A
for
lot.
the squad that you were able to win tonight and you are?
We've had a run of a lot of games from Merlin, for example, from Ruben and the other one. They have to be ready. Have to have 7 days before Nottingham. We have 4 or 5 days before Sunderland. So, and after again the crazy schedule. But so we have to do. We talk about a lot these days, guys. Be everybody connected today. The guys didn't stay in the bench. Be connected, and they prove it. Mateos was so focused. Bernardo as always. So everybody was there. Josko arrived. It was incredible commit, and we need 3 more days. West Ham is a long week. Have time to prepare our game. We don't have much time. Tomorrow is nothing training, and just 1 day. We are used to, of course, and prepare with our fans to win that important game, to finish before the this little break, longer than usual, being up there.
Keith Andrews just said that he felt Kusanov should have been sent off.
Yeah. Okay.
What was your view of that? Would you have been surprised if he had been sent off?
Tomorrow training in the training ground. I invite him to a cafe. We'll discuss of that with him.
Thank you. Last one with Dom.
Hi Pep, you mentioned playing with false nines tonight. Obviously you used to play like that all the time a few years ago. Is it harder to switch back to that style, or do guys like Phil and Ryan make it pretty straightforward?
If Omar is here, we'll not have playing that way. Omar is in the African Cup, so other players, no. It doesn't stay to be there, drop and play. This is a false nine. And Cherky can do it, Phil can do it, Bernardo can do it, Divine can do it, Tijani can do it. So it's just to, in this type of teams like physicality and make a transition teams, as much you make a lot of passes in the wrong moment attack, and you have a proper 2 wingers to that movement, because with a false nine, you need a wingers make a movement to the byline, and Oscar can do it. Unfortunately, Oscar was injured, and now I have a problem because I have to use Divine. That is not the perfect position for him, but his work ethic was really good, and really pleased for how he played.
Thank you, everyone.
Thank you. Good night.